Hi, my name is Ben Kent. I'm the Managing Director of a consultancy firm called Meridian West, and I co-authored the book. And the purpose of this video is to give tips to professional services leaders about how to drive innovation within their firm. So I've been working in the profession since the 1990s, and at no point have I seen so much disruption in the sector, what with new technology, new disruptors like Axiom and Crunch coming into the market. And I think this has thrown up a real challenge for leaders. Firms have been historically good at incremental innovation. Professionals tend to be quite creative. And I think what they're not so good at is the really radical change. And the reason for that is because professional firms and their partnership structure are often unwilling to invest over the long term. They want a kind of immediate payback and to distribute profits to their partners. Secondly, professionals tend to be perfectionists, and that means that they're often slow to innovate and are unwilling to experiment. So this is quite a challenge for leaders. So to help with this, we developed the concept of the innovation lifecycle, which is a very simple, pragmatic approach to innovation. And the first part of that is making sure that your innovations are really linked up with your firm's overall strategy. And I've got 3 top tips on that. The first is be very, very clear about what's the problem you're trying to solve. Many professionals get bamboozled by the latest piece of technology, the latest piece of artificial intelligence, and say, oh, Linklaters or Slaughter and May are using AI. Shouldn't we be doing that? But I think it's best to sit back and say, okay, what's the nature of our client base? What sort of innovations do we need? And is it really around driving costs down, or is this about launching new propositions? And that decision will often differ by different practice areas. The second tip is to be very clear about your firm's capacity for change, its ability to invest over the longer term, because investing in these new technologies, for example, can be very expensive and don't pay back for several years. And also the culture within your firm, is it change resistant or not? And the third tip is to put together your innovation team thoughtfully. You need to give a lot of strong support if you're the managing partner, but don't just have the innovation team as lawyers or accountants. You need to mix up people with a legal background and people who've got a slightly more creative lateral perspective. But the most important thing is that innovation team needs bundles of enthusiasm, because they'll get an awful lot of pushbacks and they'll need to fight their way through that. So those are my 3 top tips. I just want to say thank you very much for watching.